teach you about this, because it's very important. What's happened here is that my children, if anything happened to my children, what would I feel? I can tell you it would be rage. Especially if something happened to my children unfairly, unjustly, it would be rage. And if I was left alive, I would do something about it. And there would be nothing in my mind except rage. That's a cycle that's going on right now. And I say this not as a Muslim, I say this as a father. There are Jewish fathers, there are Christian, there are fathers and parents of any religion, of every religion. If that happened to their children, what would they do? So this is a cycle. How do you stop the cycle? The liberal leader, Michael Ignatieff. Thank you. I think I don't have to say any more. It's unbelievable. This person is educated. This person worked with human rights. He knows it personally. And he took that stand. He supports the killing of innocents. He supports collateral damage. Innocent lives being lost as collateral damage. He views that. We can probably expect that from conservative government, but from the liberal, it's surprising, it's shocking. I think it's important to understand that if it's wrong, if it was wrong for those who slammed those planes into the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001, and they justified it by saying that those people who died, they died because they supported their government and their government policies. It's a dangerous statement to make, but they're doing the same thing to the Gazans. It's the same idea that they're using against the Gazans. If it was wrong for those terrorists, then it's wrong for Israel to do what they're doing. What can we do about it? Well, we have numbers here. If people, you have to think about this. I'm sure you're thinking about this. But how can educated people justify this? The answer that I have is only that there is a certain hatred that's going on right now. And they feel justified to do this because of their hate. Even educated people. But educated people are not without ignorance. So, the ones who can make a difference are you and I. And when we stand up to vote, please make your vote count. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but that is when your voices become much more louder. Don't think for a second that your vote doesn't count. That's one of the best times for you, and probably the only times for you, to make a difference. And right now, your letter writing campaigns, phoning into phone-in shows, call-in shows, writing letters to magazines. What you hear, what you see, what you know, say it, state it, talk about it, write about it. There's a song, it's a very silly thing I'm going to quote here, but there's a song by Trooper called Raise a Little Hell. Raise a little hell. If you know something's wrong, why don't you write it? Write, speak, talk, raise a little hell. Don't let this go. Don't let it go next week. Let it go on for years. Remember this, because they did this in 2006, and we stood here in 2006 when Lebanon was being bombarded.